In today's hyper-connected world, many of us spend countless hours glued to our screens, whether for work, socializing, or entertainment. But have you ever felt completely drained after a long day online? This overwhelming exhaustion might be more than just tiredness. It could be digital burnout. Digital burnout is a modern phenomenon that affects people of all ages and backgrounds. In this video, we'll explore the key signs of digital burnout, helping you recognize when your relationship with technology might be taking a toll on your well-being. Let's dive in and learn how to spot the warning signals before they escalate. One of the earliest signs of digital burnout is a persistent sense of fatigue that doesn't go away, even after a good night's sleep. You might notice that you wake up feeling just as tired as when you went to bed, or that your energy levels dip dramatically throughout the day. This constant exhaustion can make it difficult to focus, stay motivated, or complete everyday tasks. If you find yourself reaching for caffeine more often or struggling to keep your eyes open during meetings, it could be your body's way of telling you that too much screen time is taking a toll. Another common sign of digital burnout is increased irritability or sudden mood swings. You might find yourself snapping at colleagues, friends, or family members over minor issues, or feeling unusually frustrated by small inconveniences. This emotional volatility is often a result of mental overload and constant digital stimulation. When your brain doesn't get enough downtime, it becomes harder to regulate emotions, leading to heightened sensitivity and impatience. Recognizing these mood changes early can help you take steps to restore balance and prevent further burnout. Have you noticed that it's getting harder to concentrate on tasks, even those you used to enjoy? Digital burnout often manifests as a reduced attention span and difficulty focusing. With constant notifications, emails, and messages, your brain is in a state of perpetual distraction. This makes it challenging to complete projects, remember important details, or engage deeply with your work. If you find yourself rereading the same paragraph multiple times or forgetting what you were doing, it might be time to step back and assess your digital habits. Digital burnout doesn't just affect your mind, it can also show up as physical discomfort. Common symptoms include headaches, eye strain, neck and back pain, and even tension in your hands or wrists. These issues are often caused by long hours spent hunched over devices, poor posture, and lack of movement. Over time, these physical symptoms can worsen, leading to chronic pain or more serious health problems. Paying attention to your body's signals is crucial for preventing long-term damage and maintaining overall well-being. If you're struggling to fall asleep or waking up frequently during the night, your digital habits might be to blame. Exposure to blue light from screens can disrupt your body's natural sleep cycle, making it harder to relax and get restful sleep. Digital burnout often leads to insomnia, restless nights, or feeling unrefreshed in the morning. Establishing a healthy bedtime routine and limiting screen time before bed can help restore your sleep quality and reduce burnout symptoms. A sudden drop in motivation or enthusiasm for activities you once enjoyed can be a red flag for digital burnout. You might feel indifferent about work, hobbies, or social events, and struggle to find the energy to participate. This lack of motivation is often linked to mental exhaustion and emotional depletion caused by constant digital engagement. Taking breaks and reconnecting with offline interests can help reignite your passion and restore your drive. Procrastination is a common response to digital burnout. When you're overwhelmed by digital demands, it's easy to put off tasks or avoid responsibilities altogether. You might find yourself endlessly scrolling through social media, watching videos, or playing games instead of tackling your to-do list. This avoidance behavior can create a cycle of guilt and stress, making it even harder to get back on track. Recognizing procrastination as a symptom of burnout is the first step toward breaking the cycle. Digital burnout often leads to a noticeable decline in productivity. Tasks that once seemed simple may now feel overwhelming or take much longer to complete. You might struggle to meet deadlines, make more mistakes, or feel like you're constantly playing catch-up. This drop in efficiency can be frustrating and may impact your performance at work or school. Addressing the root causes of burnout can help you regain your productivity and sense of accomplishment. Another sign of digital burnout is withdrawing from social interactions, both online and offline. You might feel overwhelmed by messages, notifications, or the pressure to stay connected, leading you to avoid conversations or decline invitations. This isolation can increase feelings of loneliness and make it harder to seek support. Reaching out to friends and family, even in small ways, can help counteract the effects of burnout and rebuild your social connections. When digital burnout sets in, self-care routines often fall by the wayside. You might skip meals, neglect exercise, or forget to take breaks throughout the day. Over time, this neglect can worsen both physical and mental health, making it even harder to recover from burnout. Prioritizing self-care, such as eating well, staying active, and setting boundaries with technology, is essential for maintaining balance and resilience. Digital burnout can also manifest as heightened anxiety. You might feel constantly on edge, worry about missing important messages, or experience a sense of dread when checking your devices. This anxiety can interfere with your ability to relax and enjoy downtime, creating a cycle of stress and digital dependence. Learning to manage notifications and set boundaries can help reduce anxiety and restore a sense of calm. The constant barrage of notifications can be overwhelming, making it difficult to focus or relax. You might feel compelled to check every alert, even when you're busy or trying to unwind. This sense of urgency can increase stress and make it harder to disconnect from your devices. Managing notification settings and creating tech-free zones can help reduce overwhelm and support healthier digital habits. Digital burnout can stifle your creativity and make it harder to think outside the box. You might struggle to come up with new ideas, feel uninspired, or lose interest in creative pursuits. This mental fatigue is often a result of information overload and lack of mental space. Taking regular breaks and engaging in offline activities can help rejuvenate your creativity and spark fresh inspiration. If you're frequently forgetting appointments, deadlines, or important details, digital burnout could be the culprit. The constant influx of information can overwhelm your memory, making it harder to retain and recall key facts. This forgetfulness can affect both personal and professional life, leading to missed opportunities or misunderstandings. Practicing mindfulness and organizing your digital life can help improve memory and reduce mental clutter. Making more mistakes than usual, whether at work or in daily life, can be a sign of digital burnout. When your mind is overloaded, it's easy to overlook details or make careless errors. This can lead to frustration, decreased confidence, and even more stress. Recognizing this pattern is important for taking corrective action and giving your brain the rest it needs to function optimally. Do you find yourself compulsively checking your phone, even when there's no real reason to? This habit can be a sign of digital burnout and digital dependence. The urge to constantly check for updates, messages, or notifications can disrupt your focus and increase anxiety. Setting boundaries and practicing mindful device use can help break this cycle and promote healthier tech habits. Activities that once brought you joy may start to feel dull or unfulfilling when you're experiencing digital burnout. This loss of enjoyment can affect hobbies, relationships, and even your favorite forms of entertainment. It's a sign that your mind and body need a break from digital overload. Reconnecting with offline passions and spending time in nature can help restore your sense of joy. Eye strain is a very common physical symptom of digital burnout. Staring at screens for long periods can cause dryness, irritation, blurred vision, and even headaches. If you notice your eyes feeling tired or uncomfortable after using digital devices, it's a clear sign to take regular breaks and practice the 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes, look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds. Frequent headaches are another sign that your digital habits may be causing burnout. These headaches can be triggered by screen glare, poor posture, or prolonged concentration. If you find yourself reaching for painkillers more often, consider adjusting your workspace, taking more breaks, and reducing screen time to alleviate discomfort. Muscle tension, especially in the neck, shoulders, and back, is a frequent complaint among those experiencing digital burnout. Sitting for long periods and poor ergonomics can contribute to this discomfort. Regular stretching, movement, and ergonomic adjustments can help relieve tension and prevent further physical strain. Poor posture is another physical sign of digital burnout. Hours spent hunched over laptops or mobile devices can lead to slouching, rounded shoulders, and even long-term spinal issues. Being mindful of your posture and setting up an ergonomic workspace are important steps in preventing these problems. Emotional numbness or feeling disconnected from your emotions is a subtle but serious sign of digital burnout. You might notice a lack of excitement, sadness, or even anger, as if you're just going through the motions. This emotional blunting is your mind's way of coping with overload. Taking time to unplug and engage in meaningful offline activities can help you reconnect with your feelings. If you find yourself losing interest in social media or feeling indifferent about online interactions, it could be a sign of digital burnout. What once felt engaging may now seem tedious or overwhelming. This shift is a natural response to digital overload and can be a cue to take a break or reevaluate your online habits. Digital burnout often leads to neglecting offline activities, such as spending time outdoors, exercising, or pursuing hobbies. You might feel too tired or unmotivated to engage in these activities, preferring instead to stay online. Rebalancing your time and making space for offline experiences is key to overcoming burnout. A sense of being trapped or unable to disconnect from the digital world is a strong indicator of burnout. You might feel obligated to respond to messages immediately or fear missing out if you step away. This pressure can increase stress and make it harder to set healthy boundaries with technology. Digital burnout can reduce your ability to empathize with others. You might feel less compassionate or patient, especially in online interactions. This emotional detachment is a sign that your mental resources are depleted and need replenishing through rest and real-world connections. A rise in cynicism or negative thinking, especially about work or online communities, can be a sign of digital burnout. You might become more critical, skeptical, or pessimistic, which can affect your relationships and overall outlook. Recognizing this shift can help you take steps to restore a more positive mindset. Taking on too many digital responsibilities, such as managing multiple projects, chats, or social accounts, can quickly lead to burnout. Overcommitment stretches your attention thin and leaves little time for rest. Learning to prioritize and delegate can help you regain control and reduce stress. Feeling unappreciated or undervalued in online spaces, such as at work or on social media, can contribute to digital burnout. You might feel like your efforts go unnoticed or that you're not making a meaningful impact. Seeking validation offline and focusing on intrinsic rewards can help rebuild your sense of worth. Digital burnout can make you more sensitive to criticism, especially in online interactions. Negative comments or feedback may feel more personal or harder to shake off. This heightened sensitivity is a sign that your emotional resilience is low and needs replenishing through self-care and positive reinforcement. Spending excessive time online can make you feel disconnected from the real world. You might lose touch with your surroundings, relationships, or even your own needs. This sense of detachment is a warning sign that it's time to unplug and re-engage with life offline. Digital burnout can lead to neglecting important personal relationships. You might spend less time with loved ones, miss out on meaningful conversations, or feel emotionally distant. Reinvesting in your relationships and making time for face-to-face interactions can help restore balance. A sense of purposelessness or questioning the value of your work and online activities can be a sign of digital burnout. You might feel like you're just going through the motions without a clear sense of direction. Reflecting on your goals and reconnecting with your values can help reignite your sense of purpose. Turning to digital escapes, such as binge-watching shows or excessive gaming, can be a coping mechanism for digital burnout. While these activities may provide temporary relief, They can also reinforce the cycle of burnout if used excessively. Finding healthier ways to unwind, like spending time outdoors or practicing mindfulness, can support your recovery. Neglecting important responsibilities, such as work tasks, household chores, or personal commitments, can be a sign that digital burnout is taking over. You might feel overwhelmed by your digital workload and let other areas of life slide. Reestablishing routines and setting boundaries can help you regain control. A persistent sense of unfulfillment, even after achieving digital goals, can indicate burnout. You might accomplish tasks or reach milestones but still feel empty or dissatisfied. This feeling suggests that your digital activities are not meeting your deeper needs for meaning and connection. Relying more heavily on caffeine or other stimulants to stay alert and focused can be a sign of digital burnout. These substances may provide a temporary boost, but can also disrupt sleep and increase anxiety. Finding natural ways to boost energy, such as exercise or healthy snacks, is a healthier approach. Digital burnout often disrupts the balance between work and personal life. You might find it hard to switch off after work hours, respond to emails late at night, or let work tasks spill into your free time. Reestablishing boundaries and creating tech-free zones can help restore a healthier work-life balance. Heightened sensitivity to noise, especially digital sounds like notifications or alerts, can be a sign of burnout. These sounds may feel more jarring or irritating than usual, making it harder to concentrate or relax. Reducing unnecessary alerts and creating a quieter environment can help soothe your senses. If you no longer feel a sense of accomplishment from completing digital tasks, it could be a sign of burnout. This reduced satisfaction can sap your motivation and make it harder to stay engaged. Celebrating small wins and setting meaningful goals can help rebuild your sense of achievement. Information overload is a hallmark of digital burnout. The constant stream of news, updates, and messages can make it hard to process or prioritize information. You might feel mentally cluttered or unable to keep up. Setting limits on information intake and practicing digital minimalism can help clear your mind. Neglecting physical health, such as skipping meals, not exercising, or ignoring medical needs, can be a consequence of digital burnout. Over time, this neglect can lead to more serious health problems. Prioritizing your physical well-being is essential for recovery and long-term resilience. Digital burnout can make it harder to make decisions, even about simple matters. You might feel indecisive, second-guess yourself, or avoid making choices altogether. This mental fatigue is a sign that your brain needs rest and a break from constant digital input. Recognizing the signs of digital burnout is the first step toward recovery. If you notice several of these symptoms in your own life, it's important to take action. Start by setting boundaries with technology, taking regular breaks, and prioritizing self-care. Reconnect with offline activities and relationships, and don't hesitate to seek support if needed. Remember, digital burnout is a common challenge in today's world, but with awareness and proactive steps, you can restore balance and well-being.